What's going on, guys? Today we've got some brand new Forza 7 news to talk about. We have so many cars to jump into. In case you haven't heard, Forza's doing this thing every single week where they're announcing a bunch of cars, and it actually started last week, and I didn't actually make a video for it because I was away on vacation. So, what we're going to do is we're going to touch a little bit on week 1, and we're going to talk about some of the cars that were announced just today, which may surprise you. There are some very, very cool things in there. So, let's jump into it. Alright, so let's run through week's 1 car list pretty quick. If you'd like to take a look at the full list, you can check it out at the link in the description. There is 167 cars included in that list, so yeah, obviously I can't talk about every single one in this video, but I did want to highlight some of the ones that were important to me and talk about some notable mentions, really. So first of all, in that 167 cars, there were 46 different Ferraris, which is just crazy. There were also 29 different Porsches and 18 Lambos. That is crazy. Forza, or Turn 10, has already come out and said that this game, Forza Motorsport 7, is going to have the most amount of Ferraris, Porsches, and Lambos than any other racing game. So I think we can take a look and go, yeah, 49 Ferraris. That's a lot of cars. Holy crap, that's insane. Anyways, to be honest, the list wasn't the most exciting thing. It featured a lot of cars from Forza Horizon 3 and Forza 6, and a lot of things, to be quite honest, we all expected to be back in the game. But I did want to make note of some cool ones that were kind of special to me. So, the list of notable mentions from week 1 include the Pagani Zonda R. Obviously, the thing's just insane, crazy loud. It was added with Hot Wheels for Forza Horizon 3. It's going to be awesome to drive it around on a proper racetrack as well. Cannot wait for that. The Aston Martin Vulcan as well, that's obviously a big one, again, introduced for Forza Horizon 3. It's one of my most favorite cars to actually drive around in Forza Horizon 3, and it's obviously a track car, so getting it onto a proper track should be quite a bit of fun. After that, we've also got the Lambo Sesto Elemento. Again, we have a common trend of race cars here. Again, it's going to be cool to get that thing onto a racetrack again. I think the last time we had it was like Forza 4, so it's going to be very fun to get that thing back and just screaming around some circuits. And then the last one is a special one for me. If you guys have been here for a really long time, it's the Noble M600. The car is just so cool. It's made in like a shed by probably 5 guys. I love the thing so much. And it's coming to Forza 7, so that's awesome. Anyways, like I said, if you'd like to check out the full list of 167 cars, I will link to it in the description down below, because there is so much stuff. Anyways, let's move it from last week's car list to this brand new car list for some brand new cars for Forza 7. Have I called it Forza Horizon 3? I nearly said Forza. I mean Forza 7. Okay, cool. Anyways, so this week is the week of classics, where 60 brand new cars were announced for Forza Motorsport 7. And again, if you'd like to check them out, link's going to be in the description. You guys can take a look at all of the cars that were announced this week. But again, I wanted to make note of some honorable mentions, basically, and just talk about them a little bit, because there were some cool things in there that I think might slip some people's minds. So let's jump into it. The first one is the Alpha 33 Stradale. It was a monster if you played Forza Horizon 2. I believe it was like one of the fastest cars in like A-Class or S1, and it's going to be back in this game, so we'll have to see how it is on the track. It's usually one of those forgotten cars for Forza Motorsport, but we'll have to see how it manages on the track in this game. After that, we've got the Dodge Dart. Oh yes, the big bad original Dodge Dart, and this thing is back. Obviously, if you've played Forza Horizon 3 and you try to drag race someone online and you're not using this car, boy do I feel bad for you. So obviously this thing's going to be a drag beast. We're going to actually have drag tires in this game. We'll see if it's able to uphold its crown in Forza Motorsport 7, but yeah, it's back. After that, we have a Jag Mark II 3.8, which you might remember as being, I believe, was it a barn find? Anyways, it was a car in Forza Horizon 3, and it had a little cop light on the top. So we will have to see if that's back. Fingers crossed if it is. Like, you guys know how much fun we have with cops and robbers in Forza Horizon 3. Hopefully, they carry over to Forza 7 as well. So fingers crossed, this little Jag has a cop light on the top. Sticking with some British engineering and the possibility of breaking down, we've got the Jag D-Type. Once again, if you played Forza Horizon 3, you know how fast this thing is. Fastest car in the game, hits 301 miles an hour without any glitches. It is the fastest car, I think, ever in a Forza game. So that is just crazy. It's coming back. We'll have to see if it upholds its crown for Forza 7, but yeah, should be interesting. We've also got some JDM stuff. We've got the Nissan Fairlady Z, and obviously in Forza Horizon 3, the big thing with this is it was wide body. So obviously we know wide bodies are coming back. I don't think we've seen this car specifically just yet with a wide body kit, so again, fingers crossed the wide bodies from Forza Horizon 3 all carry over to Forza 7. Just fingers crossed for that, and we'll have to see if we can wide body a Fairlady Z. Alright, cool. Something a little bit different on this list was the Opel Gt. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking car, however, it does have one of the coolest features fitted to any car ever. You know how pop-up headlights are like the coolest thing, and if a car has pop-up headlights, it immediately gets like 10 plus cool points. Well, this car has pop-up headlights, but they're not really pop-up headlights. They spin. I'm not even joking. Look it up. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Bar none. And then, let's finish it off with probably one of my favorite cars on the entire list. The Volkswagen Beetle. The Volkswagen Beetle, the original one, is returning to Forza Motorsport 7, and I cannot wait to jump on the track in this thing. It is being the slowest car in I don't even know how many games. But not only is it going to be the slowest car, it's also bringing back Volkswagen to Forza, which is huge. There are 3 of them now announced for Forza 7, so check them out, links in the description. And yeah, you guys know how big of a fan of Volkswagen I am, so I'm happy to have it back. However, we're still waiting for Subaru. I'm just saying. Just saying, Forza. Anyways, so those are all of the cars that were included in this week. However, some things you may have missed from previous announcements and things like that. We have currently up on the website an entire track list of every single track in Forza Motorsport 7 that's been announced so far, and I guarantee you there are going to be some tracks on that list that surprise you, because we sent it over to Forza, and they were like, how did you find all of these? And we're just like, eh? Basically what it was a lot of compiling every single interview, every single announcement we heard, and every single thing that was said ever publicly. We got it on the list, so I think some tracks on that list might surprise you as well. And finally, some other things that you might have missed as well is some of the aspects of the social and competitive nature of Forza Motorsport 7. We have articles discussing all of that from one of our behind closed doors meetings with Forza, so you can check that out at the link in the description as well. There is seriously so much stuff. Go check the website out. It has everything you need to know about everything Forza Motorsport 7 related. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe down below, because next week there will be some more cars announced, and I will be making another video right here talking about some of the best cars announced. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!